Now in Good Morning Northwest, writers are back on the job. The Hollywood writers' strike ended after 148 days on the picket lines. We'll look at the deal that got them back to work just after midnight.
Well, more rain is moving in. Daytime highs are cooling again. We're going to talk about how much rain and how much cool coming up.
And a few years ago, it was just a parking lot. Now it's this, One Spokane Stadium, and it's ready for action. We'll have live reports all morning on the opening of Spokane's new big events venue. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, September the 27th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. All right, more rain this morning, but then what about later?
It's going to be showers. So we're going to get breezy conditions moving in. Right now, Coeur d'Alene, you're 43 degrees. You got cloud cover, still dry. We're still dry, 49 degrees, but that's going to change. So we take a look at the 4 things that set us up for the day. We're starting to see the trees change colors. Have you noticed? Morning rain, afternoon showers, isolated thunderstorm activity. Not a sure thing, but it is going to be wet through Friday at times. So we look at the forecast radar for the next 12 hours, and we see nice breaks this afternoon with still a continuation of showers. That's going to continue till about dinner time. We should see a break into the evening hours and overnight with another round of rain showers for tomorrow. Currently 47 into Deer Park, 43 into Hayden, 49 downtown. Liberty Lake, you're sitting at 46 degrees. Here's our day. We do have, again, good air quality. We're going to see shower and isolated thunderstorm potential, but 57 for the high.
Breaking news overnight, writers are back at work. Leaders with the Writers Guild of America voted in favor of its members going back to work 1 minute after midnight. After 148 days of striking on the streets, WGA leaders unanimously voted in favor of the members getting back to work Wednesday. The tentative contract with the major studios includes pay hikes, stronger benefits, protections against the studio's use of artificial intelligence, and guarantees for streaming compensation.
And some more breaking news. North Korea says it will expel a U.S. soldier who crossed into the country through the heavily armed border between the Koreas in July. The North's official Korean Central News Agency said that authorities have finished their questioning of Private Travis King. It did not say when officials plan to expel him or where. A crash involving multiple cars blocked traffic overnight in Douglas County. Washington State Patrol says it happened on State Route 28 near milepost 2, just outside of Wenatchee. The highway was fully blocked, and WSP says 4 cars were involved. Only minor injuries were reported. The highway reopened a little bit after midnight.
Inland Power and Light is facing 2 lawsuits from people who say the company is responsible for starting a devastating wildfire in Spokane County last month.
The Gray Fire destroyed more than 200 homes in the Medical Lake area. Fire agencies still have not released an official cause. One lawsuit claims the fire was caused by an outdoor service light, which Inland Power maintains. The claim filed yesterday says that light was throwing sparks, which spread to grass in high winds. The lawsuit cites an eyewitness who saw sparks or molten material drop out of the outdoor light on the property shortly after the fire started. Eyewitnesses also say the light was malfunctioning a few months before the fire. They say someone reported the faulty light to Inland Power. The suit says Inland Power did check on the light, but it was still malfunctioning in the day of the fire. The lawsuit, filed by local attorney John Allison, claims Inland Power was negligent and breached its duty to its customers.
The victims of this fire have a right to have a seat at the table, to get to the bottom of it and to find out the truth. And so, again, evidence can grow stale, witnesses can disappear, be difficult to locate. The sooner the better.
Allison is representing 44 people. All of them had property that burned in the Gray Fire, and he says all of them are struggling with insurance in some capacity. He hopes they find the truth and can be compensated. A second lawsuit filed by a California law firm that specializes in fire litigation says Inland Power failed to inspect and remove nearby vegetation. It also claims the company's power lines are negligently designed and constructed. A spokesperson for Inland Power released a statement regarding the lawsuit, saying in part, "As you know, the cause is still under investigation, and we will not make any speculations while an active investigation is still underway." All right, take a look at this time lapse here. We are just a little more than 24 hours away from the first games being played at Spokane's new One Spokane Stadium. We'll soon be able to see concerts, professional sports teams, and lots of fans fill One Spokane Stadium.
Yeah, the stadium had a major milestone yesterday with the ribbon-cutting ceremony. Ariel Drayton is live at the stadium with details on what you need to know before you go see a game or whatever.
That's right, Robin and Derek. I'm here at the heart of Spokane at the stadium. This new stadium will serve as a new sports venue, event center, concert venue, and so much more. Tomorrow will be the first high school sports game that will take place, soccer in the afternoon and football at night. The lighting that's at the stadium is up to big league standards. The turf is state-of-the-art and multi-layered to reduce injuries. There's also a jumbotron that players will be able to look up at and watch themselves on the big screen. There is a lot of excitement ahead of the opening games tomorrow. The priority of this stadium belongs to the students, but this venue holds an impressive 15,000 people and nearly doubles the electrical capabilities of the Spokane Arena, which will likely be the magnet for bigger stars to come play at the Lilac City.
Max capacity we can get in here is over 15,000 people for a concert. So that's a number that we can't hit over at the arena or anywhere else in town. So it's a whole different demographic of artists we're able to grab and pull into town.
The stadium will officially get its first wave of fans this week. The first game will take place this Thursday starting at 4 p.m. Pullman against Shadle Park girls soccer team, and football games later that night at 7 p.m. Clarkston against North Central Florida. Here's what you need to know before you go. Traditional concessions and grab-and-go items will be available. You can also expect standard security, and guests can carry one clear 14x14 6-inch bag or small clutch purse. Parking is free for all school sporting events in the surrounding lots. You'll just need a pass, and you can get that online at onespokanestadium.com. Know before you go at your SPS school office or at the stadium's ticket windows. Failure to display this pass will result in a fine. If you need to know more information about the important information before visiting One Stadium, please visit us at KXLY.com. Reporting from One Stadium, I'm Ariel Drayton for News Now.
And we have been covering the stadium since the very beginning. Make sure to tune in today. We are dedicating a half hour of our newscast to its opening. Watch 4 News Now at 6:30 to get the inside scoop from the field, the stadium, and so much more. You have a special story airing, as do I. Yours, though, really focuses on the legacy of Joe Albi.
Yeah, and trying to carry that over from the old stadium to the new one, and two kind of special things they're doing to honor his legacy at the stadium.
Very cool, and I'll be focusing on the USL coming into town, men and women, and just the excitement of all of it and bringing the community together.
Yeah.
So exciting. It's now almost 7 minutes after 6.
All right, let's send things over to Mark Peterson for a look at, well, a very active Doppler radar once again this morning.
But finally, the rain has actually entered the Doppler radar range. So we are seeing it work its way in. Harrington, Davenport, Reardon, you're picking up a few light showers. That's going to be the trend as we get now steady rain, at least for a little bit. We're going to talk more about your forecast coming up.
Amazon faces a huge lawsuit targeted by 17 states and the FTC. Coming up, what it's all about.
And the government is barreling toward a shutdown, but that's not stopping the GOP from pushing its plans to impeach President Biden. That story after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Do you have concrete floors that look like this? Let Everhart Painting floor coating specialists transform your floors with their multi-step coating system. The finished product is spectacular. Call Everhart Painting today and receive $500 off. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
It's a vintage sale like no other. Custer's 48th annual Fall Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Dealers from across the Northwest will be selling everything from rare to retro. With thousands of unique items and so much variety, the fun is in the find. Single day admission $7. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer's Fall Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Progressions Credit Union is here to give you the 411 on how you can earn 4.11% APY with Kasasa Cash Checking. It's easy. Qualify to earn rewards like ATM surcharge refunds up to $25 for doing everyday account activities. Activities like one direct deposit or ACH deposit or withdrawal, 12 monthly debit card transactions, and enrolling in e-statements. Call or go to progressionscu.org today and ask about our limited time offer of $200 cash bonus when you open a Kasasa account.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off many of our top name brands, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can shop the amazing special offers today and pay for it later, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less during the fall savings event this week at Walker's.
Go, Chiefs, go! Making a move right side, puts it on net, shoots, and scores! The right side, holds it, turns, fires on net, shot, scores!
Your Spokane Chiefs home opener is this Saturday, September 30th against the Tri-City Americans. New this year, all Saturday night home games start at 6:05. It's Blue Moon opening night. The party starts at 3 at the arena main gate. Doors open at 5. The Chiefs home opener this Saturday, September 30th. Get there early. All brought to you by Blue Moon Brewing Company. Puck drops at 6:05. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call Everhart Painting today and receive $500 off. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
The 4 News Now First Alert Weather app. Download or update it today.
It's 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, a groundbreaking lawsuit. The Federal Trade Commission and 17 states are suing Amazon, claiming the online retail giant has created a monopoly.
The suit claims Amazon deters rivals and punishes sellers from lowering prices on other sites by making them invisible in search results. The $1.3 trillion company is accused of prioritizing search results for its own products and coercing sellers to use Amazon's fulfillment service.
This morning, a big win for New York Attorney General Letitia James and her investigation into the Trump Organization after a judge ruled the former president and his company committed fraud by overstating the value of their assets by as much as $2.2 billion more than the actual amount. The judge agreeing with James, saying Trump inflated the value of his Fifth Avenue apartment as much as $200 million, claiming it was triple its actual size. Next, the judge will decide how much Trump will pay in penalties at trial starting October 2nd.
House Republicans are planning to plow ahead with their impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden in the event of a government shutdown. Last week, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy warned a potential shutdown would slow down House Republicans' efforts to continue to build their case for impeaching Biden. But some of the holdouts are undeterred, expressing confidence their investigations could continue uninterrupted even if the government shuts down at midnight on Saturday.
All right, good Wednesday morning, everybody. Your 10-second takeaway. Yeah, morning rain. We see it just moving into the area. It's going to be afternoon showers, breezy, so grab a warm rain layer. It is cool outside. 57 are high today.
Well, the city of Spokane is launching a pilot parking payment option program that will feature a mobile payment only option through a parking box. The locations for the pilot program are near South Washington and West 4th, as well as the area of South Washington and West 3rd. The city says the project will run from late September until the end of the year. Each location will have a green parking box, which will replace meters and give mobile payment information for anyone parking there. The city says due to the inability to park in locations where meters are missing or out of commission, the parking box will allow for payment and increase available parking spaces. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
More rain, cooler temps are in store for today. Mark's forecast is coming right up. And as we send you off to a commercial break, here is a live look this morning. We'll be right back.
Children's Miracle Network meets the unique needs of kids in the hospital like Jade, our Sacred Heart champion who is now cancer-free.
That's why Numerica is donating $1 for every drink sold at Dutch Bros to support Children's Miracle Network on Wednesday, October 18th.
Our mission is to provide the best care, a friendly environment, and to save the lives of kids across our region.
Help support Miracle Coffee Day by grabbing a drink at Dutch Bros. Numerica Credit Union will donate up to $10,000.
You know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get clean? Auto.
Cascade Platinum Plus with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power for a no rewash clean and a cabinet ready shine. Upgrade to Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Start your day with Good Morning Northwest weekdays at 5 a.m. and then America's most watched morning show, Good Morning America.
Get ready for fall with Pape Machinery. Right now, we're offering big discounts on remaining 2022 John Deere compact utility tractors. Get a 1025R tractor loader backhoe for as low as $299 per month with 0% financing for 84 months. These offers are only good now through October, so stop by your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store to take advantage today. Pape keeps you moving.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in North Spokane or call Ryan at 509-244-5888.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
It is now 6:16. The Washington Department of Transportation is working to repair nearly half a mile of guardrails along I-90 that was damaged by the Gray Fire. Check out this photo on your screen. It shows I-90 the night the fire started. You can see just how close the flames are to the freeway. The department says it is crucial to repair those guardrails as soon as possible, saying it is the first and foremost safety measure to protect drivers. A majority of the guardrails protect drivers from steep embankments.
All right, and here it is. Once again, you are looking at the brand new One Spokane Stadium. The ribbon cutting ceremony was held yesterday. The first games there will take place tomorrow with soccer at 4 and football at 7.
So exciting. And of course, will folks be dry? Will they sit under showers? What do we got?
Let's say that it's good that we don't have a morning game. The afternoons, hit and miss. All right, let's get to the radar and show you what's going on. The Doppler radar now, again, seeing that rain come into play, and it's moving our way relatively quickly. So really by 7 o'clock, we should see it roll through Spokane. So again, wet weather along I-90 into Sprague. Harrington's there. Davenport's getting heavier rain showers with scattered showers in the front and on the back side of that. 57 degrees will be our high today. A normal high is 69, so well below average. Also, we're into the mid-40s on average. Well, 42 is the forecasted low for tonight, and we're going to see those winds die down out of the southwest, 5 to 15 miles an hour. Right now, we're sitting into the 40s all over the place. From Cheney at 46, Deer Park 47, 45 at Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene 46. So, yeah. That's there. We look at this system, and again, I love this shot. It tells you just how these waves of energy come in. We get a break, another wave. This is sort of going to join up now as this hits the mountains and pushes together, but we'll get another break between that. We look at the forecast radar, and we see this right at the cusp, 7 a.m. That crosses over. By 11, we see the main part of that is now over us, and we get into those showers moving through. through. They'll be numerous to start, and then they'll span out a little bit overnight. We should dry out with isolated showers, and then a return as we get into Thursday, 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's anyone's guess whether we're going to have rain showers at the moment that they kick that first soccer ball. We look at what we're expecting out of all of this rain. This takes us all the way through Friday. We're going to see about 1/4 of an inch. Colville, about 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch into Sandpoint. For today, we're into the mid-50s for Colville. We're at 57. We're going to have 59 tomorrow. Again, rainy conditions through Friday. The weekend's drier, warming Sunday, and then cooling back down for Monday and Tuesday, but still in the 60s, not the 50s.
So
did you get that?
Improvement, I guess, but
that little optimism
minimal.
that came through. A little bit.
We sensed it in your voice.
Good morning, Northwest Times, now 6:19. With their playoff hopes on the line, the Mariners had to have a win against the Houston Astros. They got it.
And even though they're on a bye week, Washington State still making some noise. What Jake Dickert said about his post-game comments at ESPN and analyst Lee Corso next in sports. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
The long-lasting scent of Gain Flings made it smell like Dave was in his happy place, the massage chair at the mall. But he wasn't. Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it around my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
The facts say people watch the Cougs, and the people watch the Cougs more than every team that's left over in the Big 12. Okay, so Coach Corso, he's at the point now where they give him the sheet and he reads off of it and they try to make a joke, but it didn't even make sense.
Well, that was Saturday night. Cougars head coach Jake Dickert had some choice words for ESPN's College Game Day crew. During the show, ESPN analyst Lee Corso referred to the Washington State-Oregon State matchup as the No One Wants Us Bowl. The Cougars and Beavers have been left out of conference realignment. WSU and OSU are the only Pac-12 teams remaining after this season. Both schools are still looking for a new conference home. Fast forward to now, Dickert wanted to clarify his comments during his weekly press conference, saying he meant no disrespect to Corso or the show. Dickert had the chance to chat with Corso over the weekend to clear the air.
My frustrations really still stem from, there's a conglomerate of people that have made a lot of decisions that have been outside, mostly our control. And the lack of clarity based on the metrics and the real facts, you know, is where my frustration really comes from. You know, and I think it is my job to stand up for the people of Washington State, you know, because I think these decisions greatly impact all of us.
And no game for the Cougars this week. Washington State has a bye before taking on UCLA. The Seattle Mariners took down the Houston Astros 6-2 on Tuesday. With the win, Seattle is now half a game behind Houston for the final American League wildcard playoff spot. The teams will play one more time at 6:40 tonight. Seattle will then welcome in the Texas Rangers to end the regular season. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is coming up on 6:24 now.
Spokane has a drug problem, and an organization is expanding to better fight it. What it's all about and what its neighbors have to say about it coming up.
And a dump truck destroyed a Dutch Bros coffee stand 2 years ago. This morning, it's back open for business. Coming up a little later, why it was so important to reopen it, and the special treat for the community if you stop by at 4th and Freya today. And before we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What is justice to you?
That's been a tough question.
It's been just 11 days since LA County Sheriff's Deputy Ryan Klinkenbrummer was killed. Investigators say this surveillance video shows the assailant's dark gray car approaching Klinkenbrummer's SUV, then pulling alongside where they say he fatally shot the 30-year-old and then sped away. And now this morning, his mother and fiance are speaking out to Good Morning America.
I remember that day, too. Like, he kissed me goodbye, told me he loved me. I was like, well, I'll see you later. And just never came home.
And we'll have much more of our exclusive interview coming up at 7 a.m. and how they want the world to remember the man they said was so proud to wear his badge. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
Mr. Casino Hotel in Chewelah is giving you a chance to win $45,000 to spend towards a new Chevy. Or you could win $35,000 cash. Your choice. Play your favorite games at Mr. Casino Hotel to earn entries. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Join us Saturday, September 30th, starting at 6 p.m. for your chance to win. Learn more at MrQuad.com.
The fall sleep savings have arrived this week to all Walker's Furniture locations, and that means a great time to improve your sleep for less. As Walker's marks down many of their best-selling name brand mattresses, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can get that new CertaPerfect Sleeper mattress and pay for it later. Plus, get an additional $300 of free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
A 4 News Now Story Tracker, take a look at the stories you're reading about online this morning.
Years of planning and coordination have led to what you're seeing right there, the finished stadium in downtown Spokane. Opening games will start at One Spokane Stadium tomorrow afternoon. Shadle Park girls soccer team takes on Pullman at 4. Then North Central and Clarkston will battle it out in the first football game. That kickoff is at 7 p.m.
The Washington State Department of Transportation is receiving a grant for $72.8 million for the Palouse River and Coulee City rail system. The funds for the Federal Railroad Administration are going to improve the PCC Short Line Railroad in Adams, Grant, Lincoln, Spokane, and Whitman counties. Tomorrow, Governor Jay Inslee will be in Cheney to commemorate the investment into eastern Washington.
Phase 1 of the new Susie Stevens Trail is set to open tomorrow afternoon near the Finch Arboretum. The trail, named after environmentalist and well-known bike and pedestrian safety advocate Susie Stevens, will have a ribbon cutting near the West Woodland Boulevard and D Street intersection at 1 o'clock. Susie was hit by a bus at a crosswalk in 2002. The city of Spokane Parks and Rec says since then, her mother has been honoring her by planting hundreds of trees and building trails. You can find more information on all of those stories we just told you about on KXLY.com.
Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, September 27th. We're expecting a cooler one and a rainy one. Here's Mark with your first alert forecast.
Yep, by taking a live look outside, we do see, again, some of the clouds that are coming our way, and we've got rain showers coming our way as well. So we're sitting at 49 degrees, so we've adjusted a little bit, warmed up 2 degrees. In the 4 things you need to know, we're seeing the changes on the trees. We're going to have morning rain, afternoon showers coming through. Isolated thunderstorm activity, about a 20% chance of that occurring, and it's going to be wet weather. We're going to see wet weather every day through Friday. So we see the band of rain coming through. By the afternoon, it breaks out. We're going to see scattered showers after that. That's going to take us up to dinner time, and then we get another break overnight, and the winds will calm down. So we're sitting into the mid-40s throughout many areas. Into the I-90 corridor, 49 degrees. The forecast today, quite honestly, just shower activity. It breaks off again around dinner time. Our high today is going to be 57 degrees.
All right, Mark, thank you. One Spokane Stadium is just about finished. After years of waiting, the very first games will take place there tomorrow.
The excitement is building. Ariel Drayton is live at One Spokane Stadium with marketing director of Spokane Public Schools, who's been the fella in charge of capital projects there. He's been slaving away for years.
Yes, I'm actually here with Ryan. He is the director of marketing for Spokane Public Schools, and he's going to tell us what we need to know before you decide to attend an event here at One Stadium. So, Ryan, tell us about the parking. Where can I get a parking pass from?
Yeah, so parking passes are free to download from our website. You can go to onespokanestadium.com and you can get one right there. You can print it at home. You can get one here at the stadium. If you forget it, just slap it on your dash. They'll have some at the ticket office here. Those are good for 1 hour before and 1 hour after each SPS event. And there are three free lots right behind me here. So you have lot, I believe it's D, A, and B. And then next year we're going to have lot C, which you can see over here to the right. And that one will be just for SPS events as well.
And speaking of SPS events, how much are the tickets? What's the price difference between soccer and football?
Same price for both, $5 for students and $10 for adults. There is a small charge from Tickets West for the adults tickets, but yeah, $5 and $10.
And what about food and drinks? Am I allowed to bring my own into the stadium?
If you're an athlete, you can bring some water, but otherwise we will have concessions here. So if you're used to going to an event over at the arena or at the podium, same rules apply.
All right, and take a look at your screen. I'll give you some need-to-knows that you need to know before attending an event at One Stadium. You can grab-and-go items we will have grab-and-go items that will be available, and you can also expect standard security. Guests can carry at least one 14 by 14 6-inch bag or a small clutch purse. Parking is free for all school sporting events. You'll just need a parking pass that you can get online at onespokanestadium.com. Reporting from One Stadium, I'm Ariel Drayton for News Now.
And of course, we've been covering this stadium since the very beginning, so make sure you tune in tonight. We're dedicating a half hour of our newscast to its opening. Watch 4 News Now at 6:30 to get the inside scoop from the field, the stadium, and so much more.
The expansion for a bigger drug treatment center happening on 8th Avenue on Spokane's Lower South Hill. After years of planning, Spokane's Regional Health District wants to step up its fight against the ongoing drug crisis across the city. Brenda Crosby has lived in Spokane for her whole life and says she's seen lots of changes here. Her son lives in the apartments across from the new location and says the growing need for drug addiction treatment is inevitable.
Spokane has changed, and I see it as a positive. At least it's a step to gain back control over the city again, our community, right?
The district's treatment services director says more patients are seeing its opioid treatment program right now, and it needs a bigger facility to meet the demand. The goal is to have easier and quicker access to resources from community partners under one roof. The director says you should contact the facility if you have any questions or concerns. The health district says it's expected to open by the end of this year.
The West Nile virus has been found in 4 counties in Washington, according to the state's Department of Health. 2 cases in humans have been found in Walla Walla and Franklin counties, while 2 cases in horses were discovered in Grant and Benton counties. West Nile virus, of course, is carried by mosquitoes. The Department of Health says you can protect yourself with insect repellent and by wearing long-sleeve shirts or pants when you go into areas where mosquitoes are present.
New on Good Morning Northwest, Coeur d'Alene police arrested a 14-year-old Tuesday morning accused of multiple auto burglaries, vehicle thefts, a residential burglary, and causing a vehicle fire. Police say multiple witnesses identified the 14-year-old in the crime spree that happened from Saturday through Tuesday. Police say the boy admitted he was responsible, and police found stolen property in his home. The stolen vehicles were previously recovered. That teenager was booked into the Kootenai County Juvenile Detention Center for burglary, grand theft, and arson.
Well, there are new guidelines for when animal shelters can euthanize animals in the city of Spokane. The Spokane City Council unanimously passed an emergency resolution on Monday night after recent concerns were brought forward. Scrap says it euthanized 14 dogs recently for behavioral problems. The change to the charter says animal control agencies are not allowed to euthanize solely on lack of space, and it can only be used as a last resort if a veterinarian says the animal is severely injured, sick, or suffering. This policy only applies within city limits and does not impact the rest of the county. Brenda Wright, a local animal welfare advocate, was one of the dozens who spoke at Monday night's meeting. She says the community's trust in Scraps has been changed throughout this, and she's hoping for a brighter future when it comes to animal welfare.
We're frustrated that Scraps was not taking strays, telling people to put them back where they found them, or you'll have to keep it yourselves. That was the original frustration. Now people are telling me that they don't trust Scraps to take the dog there, that they're afraid something bad will happen, they could be euthanized. And honestly, whether that's real or imagined, once the community believes that and they stop using that resource, it's the same either way.
Patrick Bell, a communications director with Spokane County, has repeatedly stated it has never euthanized animals for capacity. Bell says humane euthanasia has only been used as a last resort for dogs that are a threat to the public.
We'll ask the city to bring forward a list of itemized concerns with evidence, which to date we have not been presented with, and we'll renew our call and offer to host city council members at the Scraps facility so they can see our policies firsthand.
Now, going forward, both Bell and city council members are hoping for more collaboration with the goal of a solution for the whole county. You can find our full coverage on Monday night's meeting and the resolutions passed by going to our website, KXLY.com. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:37 now.
And as you're getting ready to head out the door and send the kids out to the bus stop, what do you got?
It's dry right now, but in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour, we're going to see rain showers pushing in and temperatures into the mid-40s. So make sure everybody is dressed accordingly as we start to head out. There's another live look at the One Spokane Stadium. Again, those games tomorrow, 4 o'clock, could be dry. We'll talk more about that coming up.
And the Kootenai County Sheriff had his body cam rolling when he went into a local library. Coming up, what he found and why he says he thinks it's putting kids in danger.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Shop local at the Tin Roof.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the house plants?
Do this? You can do this.
Hey,
We need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes, so it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning, and you know I didn't.
It makes my running shoe look like new. It's amazing.
It's so good, makes it look like I have magical powers.
Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
Fall is here, and you're going to need a bigger wallet, because you could win a fortune. Qualify in Kootenai Casino's Hot Spins or Weekend Super Spins, and you could walk away with a ton of cash. Kootenai Falls Lodge rooms are just $99 a night midweek. Riverview rooms are just $119 a night. Fill up your wallet at the Kootenai Casino this fall by calling 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Technology is a growing aspect of our lives, including helping us care for our loved ones. But almost 70% of older adults don't feel that this technology is designed for them. We need to familiarize ourselves with these tools to support our well-being as we age. For more information, visit this website.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Local at the Tin Roof.
All right, welcome back. Moscow High School was placed on a brief lockdown yesterday when police searched the area for reports of an active shooter, but police quickly determined it was a hoax. This just adds to a growing trend of false reports of school shootings across the country. According to the School Safety Network, there was a 546% increase in false violent reports last year compared to the 2018-2019 school year. 63% of those hoax calls were for an active shooter.
While on duty, the Kootenai County Sheriff took it upon himself to see what types of books were offered to children at the public library. He wore a body cam and shared his concerns with the community at a town hall meeting last week. One of the books he had an issue with was titled Deal With It, A Whole New Approach to Your Body, Brain, and Life as a Girl by Esther Drill. He said he found it in the young adults section. It includes pages on how to identify sexual assault, LGBTQ+, oral sex, and more.
We don't allow them to go into places where controlled substances are ingested. And does this increase the likelihood of a 12, 13, 14-year-old reading something like this in such explicit fashion and then experimenting on a neighbor or on a cousin or on a brother or sister?
The director of Community Library Network said the book is for grades 10 through 12. Children with a limited library card do not have access to that book. And we asked the sheriff if we could have access to his body cam footage, but he declined to hand it over.
6:42 on a Wednesday morning, your 10-second takeaway. Yep, morning rain. We see it just right on the cusp. We're going to see showers then later on this afternoon. So wearing a warm layer that's waterproof, perfect. 57 for a high today.
Well, September is Suicide Awareness Month. It's been 2 years since the American Academy of Pediatrics declared a national emergency in child and teen mental health. In Spokane County alone, 19% of teenage girls have seriously considered suicide. That's according to the Women Helping Women Fund. In Idaho, Governor Brad Little plans to sign an executive order today to further support for suicide prevention in his state. The order will ratify the Idaho Suicide Prevention Action Collective as an entity that will answer to the governor's office and and also declare September Suicide Prevention Month in Idaho. Teresa Abbott, a health program manager with the Suicide Prevention Program at the Department of Health and Welfare, released a statement saying, "This action by the governor is a concrete step toward our goal of reducing suicides in Idaho by 20% by 2025. The executive order and proclamation will be signed at a meeting of the Idaho Suicide Prevention Action Collective." All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:43.
Stick around. We have more coming your way. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on this Wednesday morning.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off many of our top name brands, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can shop the amazing special offers today and pay for it later, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less during the fall savings event this week at Walker's.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
Today, tonight, and tomorrow, it's the end of the month 72-hour event at All Cal Cars, where they're marking down over 72 trucks, cars, and SUVs to sell fast in 72 hours. Paying top dollar for your trade-in, plus Cal's delaying all payments for 90 days. And $72 down is all you need. This is your chance to save thousands and trade in your old vehicle for something better, with special financing brought in just for this event. So hurry to the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene for the best buys of the year.
I got it.
At Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
You've got the love. I'm just glad to know you're both okay. I know I can count on you.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Jeff Sherwood.
A dedicated volunteer with Habitat of North Idaho, Jeff leads with compassion, supporting employees and customers each week.
Jeff volunteers and contributes to Habitat for Humanity's rehab shop in Hayden.
When I come here, I'm happy, and I'm happier when I leave. It doesn't get any better than that.
Jeff offers endless contributions and support to the shop. Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
Country Homes Power, Spokane's #1 source for quality hot tubs and swim spas, has truckloads arriving from the top American-made spa manufacturers just in time for the fair. Now is the time to reserve your new hot tub or swim spa. Get to Country Homes Power today.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Washington Cares Fund.
It's now 6:46. The Dutch Bros Coffee Stand on 4th and Freya reopens today. 2 years ago, a dump truck crashed into it, destroying the building and hurting 7 people, sending 2 employees to the hospital. The stand owner says it took 2 years of patience and hard work, but says he decided to reopen that shop and rebuild it.
This was our 4th stand, so it's special to have it reopen. This stand was at the tipping point for us when we really started to grow as a company here in Spokane, so it's an important stand.
The grand reopening happened this morning at 5. If you stop by today, you can enjoy $1 off of a drink. Dutch Bros will donate that $1 to the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center.
Spokane County officials want your input on plans to give the Plants Ferry Park and Sports Complex a makeover. The park is located just off of East Wellesley and Spokane Valley, north of Trent. The sports facilities advisory's master plan would have multiple phases. The first focuses primarily on improved security, parking, and renovations to some of those fields. There is an open house you can attend tomorrow at 5:30 at the Center Place Regional Event Center on North Discovery Place. They got some big plans, including lights for fields, some turf fields.
Yeah, that meeting's actually this afternoon at 5:30 or this evening. Hey, and here's a live look at your One Spokane Stadium. ready to go, just about. I'm sure there's like a little cleaning things to just wrap up.
Just finishing touches.
Like any construction project, that punch list, you see some of the guys over there, there's a little bit of gravel, they're doing something over there, but it's going to be ready for Thursday. And I got to tell you, everyone's ready for it to open. So let's talk about the forecast, see if Mother Nature is ready to have some games played outdoors. First of all, this morning, if you're going outdoors, make sure you get the rain layer on, because Doppler says, yeah, it's there. Right now, it's into Fairchild. We see it rolling up into Spokane, and we're going to see that rain. If you don't see it in the West Plains, you will very shortly, and then it'll move through us. So we've been talking about the rainy weather, and through Friday, we're expecting to see about 1/4 of an inch, and we'll see that continuing into parts of Coeur d'Alene. Mountains are going to get more. We're going to see 3/4 of an inch or more into Colville. You go into Sandpoint, 1/2 an inch or better. The yellow, the higher amounts there. It's going to be drier to the south. 57 degrees, breezy at times. We're going to see those wind gusts 30 miles an hour into the West Plains. We'll see sustained winds in excess of 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight it calms down, and 42 for the overnight low. We look at our current temperatures. 47 in Deer Park, Spangle, you're there, 43 Hayden, Coeur d'Alene at 45, into the upper 40. It's still in the 40s, people. It's still cold. All right, now let's look at the forecast radar over the next 3 days and get this thing sort of narrowed down. So we see this coming and approaching us right now, 7 o'clock, spot on. This afternoon, about 11 o'clock, noon, we see the main band pushing out, leaving more into the mountains. Scattered afternoon showers, drying out after dinner time. Overnight looking to be pretty good. Tomorrow we see increased cloud cover, scattered showers in the 4 o'clock hour, where we're going to see that soccer game kick off. It looks pretty good. And in fact, we're going to see hit and miss showers that could take us all the way through the football game. So we are going to see the potential for rain showers, but also potential for not. 57 our high today, 56 into Coeur d'Alene. It's about 12 degrees cooler than normal. 10 degrees cooler tomorrow, 59, and then we're going to be into the 50s through Saturday, warming up a little bit on Sunday.
A little bit.
Just mid-60s. 69's an average high for this time of year.
Okay.
Mark, thank you. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:49.
Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Wednesday. Your morning sprint right after this.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
You know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get clean? I don't.
Cascade Platinum Plus with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power for a no rewash clean and a cabinet ready shine. Upgrade to Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome.
But her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
I was always so itchy, especially when I was hot.
Now my skin doesn't itch as much.
Now we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home, watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Spokane Boys Fall Sale is in full bloom, continuing through October. They have a large selection of water features, fountains, concrete statuary, and fire pits available. Now is a great time of year to plant. Stop in today to pick up your trees, shrubs, and landscape materials before Old Man Winter sets in. And yes, Spokane Boys does deliver. Stop by Spokane Boys Nursery Fall Sale going on now through October. 1113 East Francis in North Spokane.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:52. That means it's time to get you ready for your Wednesday here in the Morning Sprint.
More rain and cooler temperatures in store today. Mark will tell us what we can expect in his forecast.
Yeah, but first, years of planning and coordination have led to the Finnish Stadium in downtown Spokane. Let's get right to Ariel Drayton live in One Spokane Stadium with the exciting details.
One Spokane Stadium will now serve as a sports venue, a event center, or even a concert venue, and so many more things. Coming up this week, you can expect some high school games to be played here at the stadium. Soccer will take place during the afternoon and football at night. Take a look at your screen for some details before you attend the game. Traditional concession and grab-and-go items will be available. You can also expect standard security. Guests can carry one clear 14 by 14 6-inch bag or a small clutch purse. Remember, parking is free for all sporting events in the surrounding lots. You just need a pass. You can get that online at onespokanestadium.com. Failure to display this pass will result in a fine. Reporting from One Stadium, I'm Ariel Drayton for News Now.
And of course, we've been covering this stadium since the beginning. They broke ground in November of 2021. And make sure you tune in tonight. We're dedicating a half hour of our newscast to its opening. Watch 4 News Now at 6:30. Get the inside scoop on the field, the stadium, and more.
Breaking news overnight, writers are back at work. Leaders with the Writers Guild of America voted in favor of its members going back to work a minute after midnight this morning. After 148 days of striking on the streets, WGA leaders unanimously voted in favor of their members getting back to work today. The tentative contract with the major studios includes pay hikes, stronger benefits, protections against the studio's use of artificial intelligence, and guarantees for streaming compensation.
And more breaking news, North Korea says it will expel the U.S. soldier who crossed into the country through the heavily armed border between the Koreas in July. The North's official Korean Central News Agency said that authorities have finished their questioning of Private Travis King. It did not say when officials plan to expel him or where.
A crash involving multiple cars blocked traffic overnight in Douglas County. Washington State Patrol says it happened on State Route 28 just outside of Wenatchee. The highway was fully blocked. WSP says 4 cars were involved. Only minor injuries reported. The highway reopened a little after midnight.
Inland Power and Light is facing 2 lawsuits from people who say the company is responsible for starting that devastating wildfire in Spokane County last month. The Gray Fire destroyed more than 200 homes in the Medical Lake area. One lawsuit claims the fire was caused by an outdoor service light, which Inland Power maintains. The claim filed yesterday says that light was throwing sparks, which spread to grass in high winds. The suit says Inland Power did check on the light, but it was still malfunctioning on the day of the fire. A second lawsuit filed by a California law firm that specializes in fire litigation says Inland Power failed to inspect and remove nearby vegetation. It also claims the company's power lines are negligently designed and constructed.
The Washington Department of Transportation is working to repair nearly half a mile of guardrails along I-90 that were damaged by the Gray Fire. As you see on this photo, it shows I-90 the night the fire started. You can see just how close the flames are to the freeway. The department says it is crucial to repair those guardrails as soon as possible, saying it's the first and foremost safety measure to protect drivers.
As we look at the Doppler radar in our first alert weather, yeah, the rain is right there and it's knocking on our door. We're going to see it cross over, and that's going to mean that it's going to be a wet commute, also a wet walk and to school. Could be a little drier coming home from school, but our high today is going to be 57. Our air quality is good and is expected to stay that way through the day.
While on duty, the Kootenai County Sheriff took it upon himself to see what types of books were offered to children at a public library. He wore a body cam and shared his concerns with the community at a town hall meeting last week. One of the books he had an issue with was titled Deal With It, A Whole New Approach to Your Body, Brain, and Life as a Girl by Esther Drill. He said he found it in the young adults section. It includes pages on how to identify sexual assault, LGBTQ+, oral sex, and more. We asked the sheriff if we could have access to the body cam footage, but he declined.
Spokane County officials want your input on plans to give the Plants Ferry Park and Sports Complex a makeover. The park is located just off of East Wellesley in Spokane Valley, north of Trent. The Sports Facilities Advisory's master plan has multiple phases. The first phase focuses primarily on improved security, parking, and renovations to some of the fields. There is an open house you can attend tonight at 5:30 at the Center Place Regional Event Center on North Discovery Place.
The Dutch Bros Coffee Stand at 4th and Freya reopened this morning. 2 years ago, a dump truck crashed into it, destroying the building and hurting 7 people. 2 employees were hospitalized. The stand's owner says it took 2 years of patience and hard work, but they decided to rebuild and reopen. If you stop by today, you can enjoy $1 off your drink. Dutch Bros will donate that dollar to the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center. Back with weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
There are many different ways that Numerica gives back. Financial education is my way of giving back to the community by being able to help members in branch and getting the opportunity to go out into schools and teach kids about how to put themselves in a better position financially.
One of the inland Northwest's most extraordinary four-wheel beasts, the Honda SUV thrives in a diverse habitat. Comfortable in rugged terrain or roaming city streets, it can travel hundreds of miles on a surprisingly small amount of fuel. Fiercely protective of its young, the Honda SUV is known by its distinctive markings, CRV, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline, and can live happily for decades in any garage or driveway. Catch them now at your Inland Northwest Honda dealer. Honda can handle it.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
All right, good morning, everyone. There's a live look at a dry One Spokane Stadium. Not going to be dry here in about 15 minutes. We do have that rain just right off the cusp. It's going to roll over us today. We're going to see it break off this afternoon a little bit, and then we're going to return with scattered showers for tomorrow. Not going to be as organized as what we're having right now. 57, again, rainy at times for Thursday, 59, 57 on Friday, and then we should be drier for the weekend with about a 20% chance of showers on Saturday and Sunday. But tomorrow, 59 with looks to be isolated showers in the afternoon.
Alrighty then.
Remember when it was in the 80s like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago?
Felt like yesterday.
We'll get used to it.